We make a road
Hello, friends. Welcome to our group garden at the start of a brand new astrological cycle. Happy New Year. I'm definitely feeling the turning of the seasons down here in New Zealand. It's dark in my cottage, which I just said to Katja and Alexander is beautiful when it comes to candle lighting. And yeah, just welcome to today's gathering. We are going to start with The Guest House by Rumi, a poem that we put into the announcement for today's meeting. And I'm going to read that. It's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So much gratitude for Rumi and the legacy of words that he has left us. Radiance we are, and power. We stand forever with our hands stretched out, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning, and the subtle world of glamour. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus with the light we work and turn the darkness into day. Oh.
Thank you, friends, for joining us on the first day of the Aries Solar Festival. In this circle, we meet every month, linking subjectively in our group garden, our sacred space of group unity, when we relate to each other through the energy of Buddhi. We use these gatherings to reflect on astrological qualities of each month. Bringing those into our lives, recognizing those qualities, how they play out in our day, as well how those play out in the world affairs. So we will start with the brief astrological overview, which Katja will share with us. And then we will start our meditation. The meditation will start with our naming circle as a way for us to link through space, etherically, forming our group chalice. And in the naming circle, we will ask each of us to share the most resonant quality of the sign Aries and light a candle. So if you don't have a candle handy, you still have a few minutes to fetch one, so please do so. And then we will use adapted meditative format from Psychology Volume 2. And that will allow us some time to reflect deeper on astrological qualities of Aries. And as part of our meditation, there will be a period of sharing, which we will do in a meditative state, followed by synthesis, which for those of you who joined us before, we will be doing it a little bit different this time, which I will explain later. So let us, as we will prepare to enter the our meditation, start with this astrological introduction that Katya prepared. Over to you.
Well, we are in a very special moment of the year because not only we are just shifted from Pisces into Aries, which is astrological New Year, we had the equinox, spring equinox, and that also is being affected by the energy of Neptune. And all of that is happening at the very beginning of Pluto entering into Aquarius. It happened in the beginning of the year, but we're still for probably 6 months, maybe 9 months, going to be influenced by this new energy, Aquarian qualities of Pluto. Pluto, which is the distributor of the energy of the first ray, and Aries, distributor of the energies of the first ray. There are 3 great beings that we call Mars, Mercury, and Uranus that are governing Aries and delivering that energy to us. It is the beginning. As Tibetan says, Aries, the light of life itself. This is the dim point of light found at the center of the cycle of manifestation, faint and flickering. It is the searchlight of Logos, seeking that which can be used for divine expression. And the keynote is, I come and from the plane of mind I rule. There are 4 keynotes really in Aries. You could go deep into that, but the main issue is this is the moment that we can start new. The mind is open to this fiery inspiration. And this fiery presence allows us to come fully into next important thing, which is a total solar eclipse on April 8th. So the renewal is at its highest peak. Let us use this moment in time and put our seeds in the group chalice. Oh, do
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let us prepare for our meditation, starting with the name in circle as a way for us to align across the space. So at this moment, I invite us to put on our cameras, those who wish, those who want to stay outside of video, it's totally fine. Claire, maybe we can took off the slides that we could see each other more clearly. And we do this alignment by saying our name and where we're from, and offering the most resonant at this point in our life quality of Aries. Thinking about this as a living, vibrant energy to which we can relate directly through our experience. And then we light a candle and choose the next person whom we invite to take the light into their heart and into their home and their part of the globe. And so I will start. My name is Alexander Ilchuk, and I'm currently in upstate New York, actually at Livebridge Sanctuary, where there is Aries gatherings happening. The group is here. And I actually had to fetch the group candle because we don't have our own candles here. So I'm lighting a group candle from here. And the most resonant quality Aries for me at this point is clarity of mind. The point of light within a dark space.
Well, Katja Kaufman. And it's one of the keynotes of Aries to enter to the battle, Lord, or the Lord, probably. And it is this capacity to put one's life into service. So thank you. Over to you, Joanne.
Thank you, Katja. I am Joanna from North Carolina, Asheville, and I am lighting the candle. If my thing will work. There it is. It represents to me electric change of Uranus for positive change in our world. Electric Uranus energy of Aries. And over to Claire.
Thank you, Joanna. I'm Claire, and I'm down on the east coast of the South Island of New Zealand. And the quality that I would like to bring into the chalice is the energy of manifestation. creative manifestation. Light my candle. And I pass the light on to Andrea.
I'm Andrea Ross, and I am calling in from Florida in the southern part of the United States. And it's a very windy day here, so I'm not going to light a candle. I'm going to light it in my heart. It'll go out as fast as I light it. And the quality I am bringing in is joyful reemergence into the higher light. And I'm glad to be with you all.
And whom would you like to invite and pass the candle to?
I'm so sorry. And I will invite Jillian.
Thank you, Andrea. I haven't put my camera on again because my nose is still under treatment and is looking rather unsightly. So I will light my candle, and my thought is will to persevere and continue on our journey. So I will now light my candle. And I will pass on to Jessica.
Hi, everyone. I am calling from Washington State in the United States, near Seattle. And I'm thinking of the carrying out of the spark of divine will and serving through that. And I will light a candle. Spirit. And I would like to pass the light to Robin.
Thank you. I am coming to you from Vermont in the United States. And I bring to this a new beginning, the light of a new beginning. And I light my candle. I got some matches at work. Yay! And there it is, the new light. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. It's my first time. Okay.
Welcome, Ruben. Whom would you like to pass the light to?
Right. Funny how easy it is to forget to do that part. Okay, Annette, take it away.
I will be the voice for Annette. Your microphone is malfunctioning, and Annette is joining us from Denmark, and quality of Aries activity. And Annette invites Brigitte.
Birgitte, and I'm in Slagelse in Denmark. And the will and the courage to thread new paths. And I invite Joe to go on.
Hi, hello everyone. So nice to be with you. I'm Joe Walls, and I am currently on the road, as you may be able to tell from my video. I'm stopped in my car I'm about 40 miles south of Jessica, I think. I'm in Olympia, Washington. And I cannot light a candle, but let us all hold the light of life in our minds that we, in this time of Aries, can achieve a greater synthesis as a group. And I will, let's see, Julian. Walter Pullen, handing it off to you.
Hello, everyone, and many blessings. And I am Walter Pullen. I'm also from the Seattle, Washington area with Jessica. And yes, so a quality of Aries that I bring into the circle is energetic directness and a sense of adventure to go forth. And here is a candle to light in honor of that. And here we are. And I think that I am the last one to go, so I'll pass it back to our hosts.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you. Well, now that the flame of our group hearts made the full circle around the globe, let us enter meditation and holding our candles close by. And this is time when we can turn off our videos and go into full etheric recognition of our togetherness. So let's hold a minute of silence, continue sensing our presence together in our circle, being in different parts of the world, and yet being together. And as we do that, let us visualize the flame of our candles merging into the flame of our group heart. We visualize the rainbow bridge extending from the group hearts upward towards the ashram of the Christ, the hierarchy. We become sensitive to the energy of Aries emanating at this time to our planet. reflect on the key qualities of Aries in your life, in your group life, and in the life of our planet. Ponder deeply on its quality, endeavoring to extract it, the quality of life, thus lifting it to the highest point possible. We hold the silence for 7 minutes. express in your own words the highest quality of Aries you perceive. The highest truth of quality of Aries you perceive. Reflect on how this quality of Aries is related to the present world of opportunity, thus universalizing the concept, seeing its relationship to world affairs, its usefulness, and spiritual value to humanity as a whole. If you have pen and paper, write down your impressions. Choose an idea that quality of Aries you've been reflecting on has evolved. Study the idea in connection with yourself, the disciple, active in service and the master's work, but not in connection with personality. Make this idea practical, enabling it to qualify you and enrich you. prepare to share in this circle. As the disciple, you have realized that the knowledge of truth and the reception of ideas lays on you the responsibility to be transmitted to others. As we share our impressions in this circle, we recognize that we provide a verbal form to ideas that we perceive in meditation, and thus making them available to the rest of human family. As we share, let us continue holding the meditative attitude, listening and recognizing the most resonant ideas shared into this circle. And when you're ready, please unmute yourself to share.
I can start off, Sandria. I wish you could see what I see right now, because I am graced with the environment that is just bursting into new life. In Florida, this is spring, and everything that you can imagine about spring is so apparent. So the quality that I bring is alive, awakened, resurrected. It is looking at things with a child's eyes of discovery and amazement and awe. It is looking at everything from a new perspective. It's the orange blossoms here in what is one of the citrus capitals of our country are in full bloom, and the sweetness in the air is extraordinary. And as a beekeeper, this is the height of the season for producing honey. There is an activity that is so forceful within our hives right now, and so purposeful, and so beautiful, and so cooperative in every aspect of its nature. And to stand by those hives and watch that cooperation and that purpose that is so driven from something deep within those extraordinary creatures is something that then gives one the opportunity to imagine it at a human scale. And I think that what I go forth with is the aspiration to see with the eyes of the soul, and to know with the mind of the heart, and to not forget to pay attention. There is such beauty and such miracle and such reminder of who we are that is within our space at every moment, if we just see it from that new perspective. So I thank you. There's just that vibrancy that I am left with.
Joanna here. Thank you, Andrea. That was so beautiful. Thank you. For me, I am seeing the highest will and power to assist humanity to rise up and to know that we are all one, to put aside the polarity that exists right now and find that middle ground, that middle road that leads to that rainbow bridge, and to know that we are all interconnected. I loved what Thich Nhat Hanh said about inner being. That was the first time I ever heard that term, and what he meant by that is that we are within one another, we're all connected. And the complete release of fear in all its myriad ways it displays in our personal, collective, and world life. To realize that we are here to love one another, to be with one another, and to share everything, and to take back, as David Attenborough has said, to take back our planet. It would be so simple to change a few things, to gain control over climate change, to allow the bees and the butterflies to return. The knowledge that we are one and the release of fear would help all of that a lot, I think. Thank you for the opportunity to share in this beautiful group. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna and Andrea. I was just, in listening to Andrea, I was thinking, you know, I'm sort of like a human bee, because there is a way in which we're given the opportunity. And the way I express it today is it's using the higher mind with an ever deepening serenity and equilibrium to stand at that midway point in the process of our becoming one. It's a presence for those in immediate need or in encounters where it's almost a walking, moving, pausing, living namaste to everyone. I see the divine in you. And so many people now need to be acknowledged. There is divine, there is divinity within them. The stability that the little beiness in me provides as I move around has a quality of a growing, loving understanding to the point that we can maybe each do as DK says we should do. Think the teachings into our lives, think the teachings into humanity, express in every expression the truth, the good, the true, and the beautiful in each and every one we encounter, without any judgment, to just resonate with the divinity within them. That is what is coming to me today.
Hello again, Jill here. The thought that came to me was the will of God coming down from Shambhala. which destroys that which is not needed. And through the Choan's hierarchy and new group of world servers, wills to build the earth anew so that humanity can be soul conscious and our planet can be taken into sacredness. And another thought was that we need to support the new group of world servers, which we are part of anyway, through our groups, and increase contact with hierarchy when possible, and wait for their ideas so that we can spend the energy to make them come to pass. Thank you.
This is Alexander. The quality that I could identify or could resonate with in the meditation was the pulsating point of life. It was almost like a pulsar, rhythmical presence of light of life itself, actually. Yeah. And it's like a point of reality to which we can relate to in our lives. In this time when there's so many confusions about what's real, what's not real, that presence of the note of life, as like what Andrea shared, that presence of life that radiates with the coming of spring. It's so real that nobody can deny. And it's real with the capital R, presence of real.
I would like to share. Can you hear me?
Yes, Robin, we can hear you, please.
Good, thank you. I got from Aries, I got that raw energy of I am. And what I bring to that and take from that is that the I am is the light. And I got the message, don't turn your back on the light. Being a Capricorn, that's part of my keynote, is that I do turn my back on the light. But in this message, I got a real sense of my personality, which is still very present and vibrant, becoming more integrated into the soul. And as that integration occurs through the personality, the light flickers. Not only flickers, sometimes it waxes and wanes, and sometimes it goes out. And I forget, like a form of Alzheimer's, I forget that this energy is out there. I just forget. But with the embracing of the soul and the letting go of the personality, and the sense of I am, I think that energy of the light doesn't need to go out anymore. And that if I can, not as the personality, but as the soul, see the light and hold the light, that whatever comes of that from into manifestation, whatever comes of that will be very different than what comes from the personality. And I think that's it. Thank you.
This is Claire. What came through for me, and I'm just so touched by the synergy and resonance between all the sharing in the group. Was this invitation, or is this invitation to bear witness, and how bearing witness is a form of witness. That we're living in this time of great and vivid paradox, and the task is to hold everything in the same open heart and open mind. So with the special energies of Aries, it's to draw on those energies for the effective and the enduring untying of karmic knots in the trauma body of our human family. And that begins with ourselves, so that we can recognize, as others of you have said, and know fully the holy sacredness of all beings, and live together in harmony and unity, and with deep appreciation of the gifts of our diversity. It is the Namaste greeting, the soul in me, the divine in me greets the soul in you. I am you, and you are me, and we are one.
Thank you, Claire, and everyone. This is inspiring. The synergy. Had some thoughts about purification, which I think others have mentioned, and that we are walking the lighted path together and following it deep into the innermost truth, that we are all connected to a source of love that is indescribable and magnificent. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. In meditation, I received a spark, and it came forth from the Uranian energies, the hierarchical ruler of Aries, and starting from the overall purpose of evolution, or the purpose of what we're doing, and that willful beginning. And then that created from the spark from the Mercurian energy, the esoteric ruler of Aries, where that will created a spark, and that could create a new beginning, a new start. And then I've visualized that going forth into Mars, the exoteric ruler, as the new beginning comes forth and starts manifesting as like a flame, a controlled flame, as it goes forth into that sense of adventure, into the new, as we express ourselves and express the divine within. Thank you.
Yes, and Katya, on that note, express divine within. It has this quality that allows us to really bring that impulse. And it's again this will, but essentially it is a will to love. And in Aries, although it is cardinal cross, it's almost unattainable height. Yet from that height comes flowing that capacity to love as a purpose, expanding that capacity to love and to express that divine love within.
Please feel free to stay silent if you choose to. And if you would like to share still, please, before we proceed. And so we continue our meditation. Let us visualize our group chalice, holding all our offerings. Let us invoke now the energy of synthesis to bring them together into magnetic impulse. Today we will do the synthetic poem differently than we normally do. I invite us to take a minute or two to reflect on the most resonant ideas that have been shared now in our circle. And as the music will sound, let us find the most resonant word or phrase or a sentence to express living qualities of Aries. Going on around the circle the second time. radiant life. Annette says spring.
The will to be.
The power
Awake.
of the one life pours through the group of all true servers.
Awakened with joy into the new light.
Using will with love, combining Ray 1 and Ray 2.
The synthesis of interconnectedness.
Loving curiosity and renewal.
Fire of the living heart.
Loving with strong will and purpose.
The joyful spark of adventure.
Living, loving will.
Did we went the entire circle? Anyone else? So let us focus quality of areas and visualize it radiating towards humanity. Inspiring, motivating, calling for soulful action. As we visualize the brilliant radiance coming from our chalice towards humanity, we sound the mantra of unification. The sons of men are one, and I'm one with them. I seek to love, not hate. I seek to serve and not exact due service. I seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form, and life and all events, and bring to light the love that underlies the happenings of the time. Let vision come and insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate, and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all men love. And we close our work sounding Gayatri.
O thou who gives this sustenance to the universe, from whom all things proceed, to whom all things return. Unveil to us the face of the true spiritual sun, hidden by the disk of golden light, that we may know the truth and do our whole duty as we journey to thy sacred feet.
Thank you, dear friends, for being with us today. And as is our way, we will play out with some music and just enjoy being in each other's company as we face each other on our way.
Tatsavitu Varenya Bargo Devasya Dimahi Dio Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvaswa Tatsavitu Varenya Bargo Devasya Dimahi Dio Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvaswa Tatsavitu Varenya Bargo Devasya Dimahi Dio Yona pracudaya Om Bhuvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi